Welcome to Creative Space. My name is Jennifer Logue, and I'm so glad that you're as fascinated about the subject of creativity as I am. The purpose of this podcast is to build a supportive community where we can explore, learn, and grow in creativity together. How are we going to do this? By exploring creativity from every possible angle. We'll be interviewing artists, entrepreneurs, performers, filmmakers, musicians, scientists, makers of all kinds from all sorts of backgrounds about their experience with creativity. We are going to get a peek behind the curtain at their creative process, what drives them, and also the challenges that they face that aren't often talked about. Most of the time, we only see the finished product, and maybe a background story that was polished and finessed by a skillful PR person. But in truth, the creative process can be pretty messy. So Creative Space is a place where we are going to be completely transparent, vulnerable, and personal, so we can connect in a meaningful way, learn from each other, and help nurture our own creative power. And that creative power can be applied to all areas of our lives, at home, at work, and even in our own creative projects. A little about me. Creativity has been what's tied my very eclectic life together. I started out as a musician, then worked as an arts and culture journalist, and after more than a decade doing that, I discovered the wonderful world of advertising, where I now work as a copywriter. In between all of these adventures, I launched a music publication, produced a local TV show, studied acting, took up concert photography, and now I'm finally doing a podcast, and I am very excited about it. So why am I doing Creative Space? There are 3 reasons. Number 1, rebuilding my own relationship with creativity. This is a very personal reason. I went through a period where I stopped creating for myself. I thought that because I was working as a creative all day long in advertising, that I no longer needed to create outside of that. But I was very wrong. I began losing my voice. I began losing my spark. I lost touch with the artist inside of me. As time went on, I went from being passionate about life to feeling jaded and depressed. When I hit my lowest point, a close friend of mine told me the reason I was feeling this way is because I stopped making art. And he was right. I wasn't making music. I wasn't performing. I was giving voice to everyone but myself. So I made the decision to reclaim the artist inside of me, and I started making music again. But more than that, I wanted to rebuild my own relationship with creativity. In the healing process, which is ongoing, I discovered a ton of limiting beliefs that have held me back. Through the podcast, I want to share this journey with the hope of helping any of you out there experiencing something similar. Number 2, in this whole process, I've become absolutely fascinated by the subject of creativity, almost to the point of obsession. And rather than sit on everything that I'm learning, I feel pulled to share it with the world. I also feel pulled to connect with fellow artists, makers, and thinkers to have these deeper conversations. As a journalist, these are always my favorite conversations to have. So it's cool to finally have a platform where creativity can be the focus. And number 3, I want to make creativity accessible to all. After experiencing life without creativity, I realize how vital it's been to my own fulfillment and happiness. I believe we're all born with creative superpowers, and when we develop them, we're able to become the fullest and most vibrant expression of ourselves. And whether we achieve that or not, that doesn't matter. Just being on the road to getting there, to be making a little progress every day, just makes us happier and more comfortable in our own skin. I hope that no matter where you are in your life, no matter where you are in your creative journey, that you hear something on Creative Space that lights you up inside. We're all in this together. Let's have some fun.